Hello everyone, and welcome once again to another video for the channel. On this occasion, I bring you the full review of Jaden's Nether expansion, the best Nether mod in all of Minecraft. And if you think I'm exaggerating, get ready, because this one will surely end up surprising you. And looking forward to Minecraft making some updates very similar to this. Although we already know that this will not end up happening. Don't give me but before starting, let me ask you please, you subscribe and leave your like, since that will be helping me a lot to continue uploading content like this every week. And with nothing else to say now, let's go for the video. Welcome to Jaden's Nether expansion, bringing from small changes that will improve the experience in the Nether, as new minerals, or regard some blocks, while on the other hand, they will also have added new enemies and structures. So get ready. Why? Let's discover all the secrets of this fascinating and mysterious mod. First of all, we will talk about the small changes that will renew the appearance of the Nether. To start, some objects will have had a small visual improvement, being that these are much more modern. And in accordance with the design of this mod, from now on, in the valleys of Sand of Soul, we will find a new type of grass. This will light up from time to time, and if we go over this, will be giving us speed. We will also have the bone runs. These can be found naturally in the Valley of Sand of Souls, and even 4 can be placed in the same block. Now we can find a soul sand block. We started to clean these with a brush. We will make a little fire spirit come out of this, which we will talk about a little later. However, after the block was abandoned, now, with the help of we can get some mysterious object out of this. Also, we will be able to find this new type of luminous block, the soul magma block, which can also be obtained in the following way. Another very interesting detail would be that at the moment of finishing off some skeleton in Sand of Souls, this will leave its remains, but in case you leave it for some time, will end up becoming fossil fuel. A new variation of charcoal, an ingredient for the following crafts. Continuing our tours, from now on, we will also find a new type of stone, the pale soul slate. And just like normal stone, when you break it, it will become its rock variant. In this case, the soul slate, which will have their respective crafts and decorative variations, like bricks that will come in different shapes, but specifically, chiseled slate core bricks, and the engraved soul slate bricks. They can be lit with the help of a lighter. Another small change is that from now on, the hoglins won't leave us pork chops anymore, thus adding its own unique drop, coglin ham, which will feed exactly the same in both cooked forms, but in its crude variations, coglin ham will feed a little more, but with the disadvantage of contracting the effect of hunger. Now for our world, we will be able to find the new hay sets. When you get on one of these, can propel you some blocks into the air. And we can also duplicate them in the following way. From now on, from quartz ores, quartz crystal may be generated. Ingredient for quartz crystal block. Now the crimson and distorted forests will have a difference, more beyond color, because in the distorted trees, a new kind of glitter will grow, and just like the originals, we can split it to get the spores. Ingredient for the creation of luminous cheese, and then the Never pizza, or new food, that we can touch and split with the help of a sword, so that you can get your slices. We will also find these biomes, mushroom scales, although today I am recording this video, will not be found naturally. This could be fixed in a future update. And finally, the fungal spores, some strange mushrooms that when climbing will make it possible for me to bounce off it. And well, since we finished with all the small changes, and aggregates of our world that the truth was quite necessary to be able to explain. Let's go with the next point. The new structures of the mod. Starting with the most basic, we will have the chapel. A small house that will have around it new white pumpkin crops. Curiously, they will be normal pumpkins, only that when planted in soul sand, these will change their color. Besides that, now, the sprout will become a vine that can generate pumpkins around it. Said pumpkins, they may also have their respective variants. Returning to the chapel, within this, we will find a chest with some various artifacts. But the most important will be the sanctuary compass, which will be taking us to the largest structure of Isway, which we will be talking about a little later. Continuing, we will have the David Bluff, a small structure where we will find skeleton skulls. With a strange flower in her head, she will be leaving us her leaves that we can eat, or use them for some farmer, the light crafting. However, the other object that the plant will be leaving us will be their seeds. They can only be planted on skeleton skulls. Yes, a very murky but interesting to create new crops. Well, if we feed this plant with bone meal, a huge trunk will end up coming out. You heard this one, right? From a small flower bud will be emerging, or a giant trunk, when normally it would be the other way around. The following structure is the mega fossil, place where we will find the soul geysers and the sand of suspicious soul. And this difference of the sand of soul with will-o'-the-wisp. Yes, they will be leaving you really good things, like new blacksmith molds, or even new vase designs, of which we will have 7. And finally, we will have the sanctuary, a huge structure very similar to an ancient city, in which we will find some chests and hidden treasures. For example, the new statues, of which we will have 10 different ones, and we could even double them. Very similar to blacksmith molds. The most interesting thing this place will have, it will be the Colosseum. These will be found in the huge towers of the structure. The higher up you are, the difficulty will be greater. This is something amazing that I would like to highlight. Well, the mechanics of this whole event, it is very similar to the events, accidents of the new challenge chambers from the Tricky Trace update. And I would even dare to say that they are much better. What we should do to start an event will be to light the middle candle. Doing so will cause them to appear suddenly, a lot of powerful enemies that will try to end the life of the candle, which will have its own life bar. If this were to become extinct, you will lose the event and will not have any kind of prize. You will have to endure a few minutes fighting until time runs out. But as a curious fact, you can two-way life the red skeletons that are found on the ground with the help of a lighter, so that they can help you in the fight. Once you have survived in the time of the challenge, the candle has finished. The treacherous flame will be leaving you. Now, if you want to have the same challenge, again, the candle will go out, approximately in 30 minutes, giving you the opportunity to turn it back on, returning with the treacherous flame. This will be useful for 2 things. The first, it will be to open the different flame coppers hidden throughout the sanctuary. And this is where we will find incredible treasures. Among them, the most important ones that we will have will be the new blacksmith molds, the shotgun boyfriend, the new improvement mold, and finally, the music disc. While on the other hand, we can also use the flame to feed the school crusher, a mysterious block that can be found in a hidden room of the sanctuary, which will be giving you a huge amount of experience. And well, since we finished with the topic of structures, now let's go with the new creatures that we can find in this mod. First, we will have the duckling fires, harmless little spirits that can be found at the time of use. A brush and sand of souls with ectoplasm. We can also catch them with the help of an empty jar for the creation of the will-o'-the-wisp charge. Then we will have the appearance, which we can say, which is about the evolution of the will-o'-the-wisp, much stronger, and with the ability to merge with other creatures. Among these, we will have the magma cubes, the play skeletons and sinks. The following creatures will be the results of these potions. The ectoplasm plate. They will be a kind of new that may sink underground, and eventually attack you when they come out. By defeating them, the fragments of astonishment will not be left behind. With which we will be able to see a new type of glass that only players will be able to traverse, and even light them with the help of a lighter. These fragments also may be used to create this new arrow, with the ability to go through blocks and be able to attack paranormal creatures, like apparitions and duckfires. As extra data, if any frog were to eat some ectoplasm plate, will drop the frog dust. It can be placed on the floor as a decoration. And to be able to remove it, you will need to have one of these powders on hand. The next creature will be the Banshee, a new evolution of the Blaze, being able to use the Will-o'-the-Wisp and teleport when suffering damage. When he dies, he will be leaving us his bones, with which we can create the Boat of Anki. Ingredient for the creation of the Patuo fire. The vessels will be huge evolved skeletons that, although they will be a little slow when you approach them, they will be shooting at you with a powerful shotgun from his chest. Upon dying, they will not be leaving bones and flesh of ectoplasm. And finally, we will have the Stampede, the evolution of the Vagabond, a huge and powerful creature that will attack, especially skeletal creatures, because their favorite food will be these same bones. So when you feed him cooked bones, this will end up being domesticated. With the help of a saddle and a skull on a stick, we will be able to assemble and direct it, having a lot of life, and harming all creatures that they stand in front. Extracts when this attack, from time to time it will be shedding some scales. We will be able to create the following objects. From Nether. And as an extra creature we will have the Carrion, a skeletal torso with a candle on its head that only can be found in sanctuary structures. And contrary to its terrifying appearance, they are totally friendly, because once we revive, with the help of a lighter, we'll only attack hostile creatures, and they will be practically immortal. Because if this happens, they will lose the light of their candle. We can relight it with a lighter. And with this, we finish the creatures section, where now, we will be talking about all new weapons. First, we will have the new blacksmith designs, which will be having the following appearance. We can find them in llama chests, or in soul sand, suspicious of some structures. Then we will have the shotgun grip, a very powerful short-range weapon that can harm enemies, is spectral, and recharges with spectral flesh. This will be done with the help of a skeleton skull, netherite, and a shotgun core. However, this can also evolve with a blacksmithing upgrade, which can also be found in a llama chest. This new shotgun, it will allow you to recharge attacks with ship, and right-click so that at the end, release a powerful explosion. As if there weren't enough shotguns, we will also have it in block presentation, working exactly the same as a dispenser. Only in this case, we'll be firing the shotgun shots. And finally, in the tools section, we will have the new antidotes, a new variant of potions, who will specialize in modifying potion effects. And unlike milk, these will prevent any effects from occurring for some time. Well, if you were to take any of these antidotes, you would avoid getting the effect of minor fatigue for 10 minutes. Something that I find very creative, and above all, quite useful. And with this we would think that the thing would end there. But curiously, this month we'll also be adding new ones, and curious enchantments, such as Ghost Helmet, can be placed on a chest, and will allow the user to be intangible to most attacks, as long as it stays caught. Bloodshed will cause, when defeating an enemy, release a bloody rain, which could cure you. This enchantment can be placed on swords. Cartridge can be placed in the shotgun grip, allows you to store ammunition, and then shoot several times. Recoil will make the shotgun grip give you more recoil at the time of shooting. Discharge will make the shotgun fist shots become much more powerful, firing more bullets for each shot. Artemis will increase the range of fist projectiles, shotgun, and bow. As you can see, it is a very complete mod that could easily happen and even overcome some Minecraft update. Reading a lot of content that many of us would like to have in the game. And who knows, maybe one day we'll have something similar in some Nether update too. But hey, it's okay to dream. But now tell me what you thought of this mod. You would download it? Or what other mod would you like to see appear in some upcoming video? I will be reading you in the comments. And well guys, I hope you liked it, that they are fun. That is the most important thing for me. If you liked the video, I would ask you to please leave your like. Please comment on what you thought of this video. What other types of videos would you like? Watch on channel and subscribe. That is very important. Remember that you can't milk pumpkins. And see you in the next video. Bye.